In a league obsessed with the long ball, where every swing is an audition for viral highlight reels, one man defied the trend, a wizard of contact whose bat seemed to bend the very fabric of probability. Now, that wizard has cast his spell in San Francisco, a move that could either revive a sleeping giant or expose the deeper cracks beneath the surface.
This is not merely a transaction, it is a declaration, a philosophical shift in the heart of Major League Baseball, setting the stage for a season where strategy, psychology, and raw talent will collide with unprecedented force.
The world of baseball is a tumultuous sea, constantly churned by the tides of trades, signings, and the relentless pursuit of victory. Each off-season, each mid-season rumor, each managerial decision sends ripples across the diamond, shaping narratives and sculpting destinies. Today, we stand at a fascinating nexus where the precision of a contact hitter like Luis Arraez challenges the power paradigm, where the future of a prodigious talent like Jasson Domínguez hangs precariously in the balance, and where the very essence of clubhouse culture is being dissected and redefined by those at the helm. These are not isolated incidents, but interconnected threads in the rich tapestry of the game, each revealing a deeper truth about the strategies, sacrifices, and sheer human drama that define America's pastime. The San Francisco Giants, a franchise steeped in legendary tradition, yet recently adrift in the unpredictable currents of the National League West, have made their boldest move in years. They have brought Luis Arraez to the shores of McCovey Cove, a three-time batting champion whose very existence in the modern MLB feels anachronistic, a living, breathing testament to the art of contact hitting in an era dominated by launch angles and exit velocity. Arraez is not a slugger. He is a sculptor, carving hits through the infield, spraying line drives to all fields with an almost surgical precision. His career batting average of .317 stands as a stark anomaly, a beacon of consistency in a league where striking out has become a regrettable but accepted byproduct of swinging for the fences. The Giants' pursuit of Arraez was no mere impulse. It was the culmination of a deliberate, season-long quest for offensive reinforcement, a strategic pivot away from the power-at-all-costs mentality that often leaves teams vulnerable to extended slumps. Before Arraez, the Giants had cast their net wide, exploring potential trades for players like Brendan Donovan of the Cardinals, Nico Horner of the Cubs, and C.J. Abrams of the Nationals. Each name represented a different flavor of middle infield talent, but none possessed the singular, almost mythical ability to consistently put the ball in play quite like Arraez. This signals a deeper philosophical shift within the Giants organization, one championed by President of Baseball Operations, Buster Posey. A legendary catcher known for his cerebral approach and elite contact skills, Posey understands the profound value of simply getting on base, of extending innings, of putting pressure on opposing defenses. In Arraez, he sees not just a second baseman, but the embodiment of a forgotten offensive gospel, a player who can fundamentally alter the team's approach at the plate and inject a much-needed dose of situational hitting into an often stagnant lineup. The one-year, $12 million contract for Arraez is intriguing. On one hand, it's a substantial commitment for a player primarily known for his bat, with defensive limitations that might require strategic maneuvering. On the other, it represents a relatively low-risk, high-reward proposition. If Arraez performs as expected, he could revitalize an offense that has too often looked anemic, providing the spark needed to compete in a division that boasts offensive juggernauts like the Dodgers and Padres. But beyond the statistics, the acquisition of Arraez is a statement. It's a testament to the idea that there is still room for diverse offensive profiles in baseball, that contact and consistency can be just as valuable, if not more so, than raw power. His presence in the clubhouse, a veteran leader who leads by example with his tireless work ethic and disciplined approach, will be invaluable for a Giants team striving to rediscover its winning identity and return to the pinnacle of the National League. This isn't just a signing, it's a recalibration, an attempt to weave a different narrative for a franchise eager to write its next chapter. While the Giants gamble on the sublime contact of Luis Arraez, Across the country, in the Bronx, another compelling narrative is unfolding, one that speaks to the brutal realities of roster construction and the relentless pursuit of immediate success. Jasson Domínguez, the electrifying Martian prospect, whose boundless potential has captivated the Yankee faithful, finds his immediate future clouded by the very success of the organization's off-season ambitions. The re-signing of Cody Bellinger, a dynamic left-handed slugger, and the acquisition of Trent Grisham, a reliable outfielder known for his defensive prowess, have significantly bolstered the Yankees' outfield depth. For many teams, this would be a welcome problem, an embarrassment of riches. For a player like Dominguez, however, it presents a formidable roadblock. Dominguez arrived in the major leagues with a supernova's brilliance, showcasing tantalizing power and speed that hinted at superstardom. He quickly became a fan favorite, a symbol of hope for a franchise perpetually under pressure to deliver championships. Yet, the Yankees operate under a unique, unforgiving logic. The pursuit of the World Series is paramount, and every roster spot must serve that singular goal. Manager Aaron Boone, ever the diplomat, has acknowledged the complexity of Dominguez's situation, admitting that the current outfield logjam might complicate some things for the young phenom. It's a subtle yet telling admission, hinting at the difficult decisions that lie ahead. The Yankees have a rich history of cultivating prodigious talents, but they also have an equally long history of prioritizing proven performance over potential, especially when a championship window is wide open. The question now isn't merely whether Dominguez is talented enough. His abilities are undeniable. It's whether there's an immediate path for him to consistently play at the major league level, to develop his skills against top-tier competition, or if he will be relegated to a bench role, or even worse, a return to the minor leagues, stifling the very momentum he has worked so hard to build. This situation encapsulates a perennial challenge for competitive organizations. How do you balance the long-term development of a cornerstone prospect with the immediate demands of a winnow mentality? The Yankees' aggressive moves, while strategically sound for immediate contention, inadvertently placed Dominguez at a crossroads. Will he be traded to a team where he can find everyday playing time, or will he be forced to fight for scraps in a crowded outfield, his boundless talent constrained by the cruel logic of the Bronx Bombers' ambition? The outcome for Dominguez will be a pivotal chapter in the Yankees' 2026 story, a poignant reminder that in baseball, even the brightest stars can find their light temporarily dimmed by the strategic necessities of a championship-hungry franchise. Yet, beyond the numbers and the roster permutations, there lies a deeper, often unseen dimension to team success, the delicate ecosystem of the clubhouse. Carlos Mendoza, the newly appointed manager of the New York Mets, has offered a strikingly candid, almost philosophical, assessment of his team's struggles in 2025. His diagnosis was not of a lack of talent, nor a deficiency in tactical execution, but rather a profound absence of human connection. Mendoza described a locker room that felt less like a cohesive baseball team and more like a corporate structure, a collection of individuals operating in parallel, rather than a unit united by shared purpose and camaraderie. This revelation from Mendoza peels back the curtain on an aspect of professional sports often relegated to clichés: team chemistry. In a season spanning 162 grueling games, where players spend more time with their teammates than with their families, the emotional landscape of the clubhouse can be as critical as any pitching rotation or batting lineup. Mendoza observed a palpable lack of celebration, even for minor victories or individual triumphs, leading to a sterile, distant atmosphere. This emotional disconnect, he argues, permeated every aspect of the team's performance, affecting motivation, resilience, and the collective ability to navigate the inevitable adversities of a long season. Mendoza's vision for 2026 is a radical departure from this corporate coldness. He seeks to cultivate a culture of genuine human bonds, where players feel not only professional respect, but also emotional support and freedom to express themselves. He believes that a truly competitive team is forged not just in talent, but in the crucible of shared experiences, mutual trust, and the joyous celebration of the game itself. In the high-pressure cauldron of New York sports, where external expectations are often crushing, a rigid, joyless environment can be particularly detrimental. It stifles spontaneity, erodes confidence, and prevents players from tapping into the pure enjoyment that initially drew them to the sport. Mendoza's message is clear. The Mets must change their narrative from within. Recovering the joy of playing, fostering daily conviviality, and building a stronger collective character are not mere ancillary tasks. They are foundational elements, as crucial as any strategic adjustment, for transforming a group of talented individuals into a truly formidable team. The 2026 season for the Mets will therefore be a test not only of their baseball acumen, but of their collective soul. Beyond these high-profile sagas, the broader MLB landscape continues its ceaseless churn, a testament to the relentless nature of the game and the constant search for advantage. Small, tactical moves often fly under the radar, but collectively shape the league's trajectory. The Phillies' signing of Dylan Moore, a versatile utility player, and the White Sox acquisition of veteran catcher Austin Hedges on a one-year, $6 million deal exemplify the pragmatic pursuit of depth and specialized skill sets. These aren't flashy, headline-grabbing moves, but they represent the critical underpinnings of roster construction, providing managers with flexible options and crucial veteran presence that can make a difference over a long season. Similarly, the Kansas City Royals' two-year, $11 million extension with first baseman Vinny Pasquantino, potentially rising to $16 million with incentives, showcases a growing trend, securing promising young talent early to avoid the uncertainties and potential costs of arbitration. It's a strategic, long-term bet, a commitment to a foundational piece. Amidst these forward-looking maneuvers, the game also bids farewell to its warriors. David Robertson, a steadfast reliever for 17 seasons, including a World Series title with the Yankees in 2009 and stints with the Phillies, announced his retirement. His departure serves as a poignant reminder of the relentless cycle of professional sports, where careers, however distinguished, eventually give way to new generations. It prompts reflection on the resilience, dedication, and quiet heroism of players who consistently perform in high-leverage situations, often without the fanfare afforded to everyday stars. The shadow of injury, that ever-present specter, continues to loom large. Francisco Lindor, the dynamic shortstop for the Mets, will be unable to participate in the 2026 World Baseball Classic due to lingering concerns from October elbow debridement surgery and international tournament insurance restrictions. While he is expected to be ready for spring training, his absence from the WBC underscores the delicate balance between player health, team interests, and international competition. Even more starkly, the Seattle Mariners' young pitching prospect, Logan Evans, is out for the entire 2026 season after undergoing Tommy John surgery in January. This brutal reality of pitching injuries, with its year-long recovery process, is a constant, devastating threat, robbing teams of future talent and players of invaluable development time. And then there are the ongoing strategic quests, like the Yankees' continued search for a right-handed power bat to balance their outfield offense, even after securing Bellinger and Grisham. Names like Randall Grichuk or a similar type of slugger continue to circulate, highlighting the relentless, almost obsessive pursuit of perfection that defines elite MLB front offices. Each of these stories, from the grand pronouncements to the quiet farewells, forms a vital part of baseball's ongoing, intricate narrative. As the echoes of these seismic shifts reverberate across the baseball landscape, we are left to ponder the profound tapestry woven by these disparate threads. Luis Arraez, the maestro of contact, stepping into the Giants lineup, isn't just a player, he is a philosophical statement, a challenge to the power-obsessed paradigm, and a testament to the enduring beauty of fundamental baseball. His arrival forces a conversation about what truly constitutes winning offense in the modern game. Jasson Domínguez, the Martian prospect, finds his brilliant trajectory momentarily obscured by the merciless calculus of roster building in the Bronx. His story is a stark reminder of the brutal competition at the highest levels, where potential, no matter how immense, must fight for every inch against proven performance and immediate organizational demands.
And Carlos Mendoza's poignant insights into the Mets clubhouse struggles aren't just about one team. They're a profound meditation on the indispensable role of human connection, shared joy, and collective character in the relentless grind of a professional sports season.
These narratives, intertwined with the quieter sagas of veteran farewells, strategic minor signings, and the ever-present specter of injury, paint a vivid picture of a sport in constant flux. Each transaction, each managerial decision, each player's journey is a chapter in an ongoing epic, a relentless drama played out on 108 feet of dirt and grass. The game is a living organism, constantly evolving, adapting, and surprising us with its complexity and its human element.
It reminds us that behind every statistic, every highlight, every controversial call lie stories of ambition, struggle, resilience, and the fragile, beautiful pursuit of perfection.
The diamond, after all, always has its secrets, waiting to be revealed pitch by pitch, season by season.
And as we look ahead, we must ask, are these the brushstrokes of triumph we are witnessing, or the early tremors of unforeseen challenges? The answer, like the arc of a perfectly placed curveball, will only become clear in time, inviting us to watch, to wonder, and to reflect on the enduring allure of this timeless game.